And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey folks, today we're going to be talking about a game called Shizzle, which I'm sure will be the butt of many jokes with the name at least. But Shizzle is the game itself, which somehow the rules don't fit in this, but it is what it is. I guess once you know how to play it, you don't need the rules anyway. It's about a device, although you don't really necessarily need the device. You could have played the game without it, but come on. We all know that a cool gimmick can make for a pretty fun, entertaining time. But maybe not. Let's look at the game. The first thing we need to talk about is the packaging itself for the Shizzle here. It's a gimmick in a sense. On the top is a plastic lid. Underneath that is a container that will hold all the chips. Now there's a whole pile of chips here. But what we want to do is take a look at this device first. So you can see here at the bottom there's what you can do. There's ridges here in the cup, and the top part of this can be twisted like this, releasing holes in the bottom. And so what you can do is you can put dice in this cup. So here's the dice, and I simply twist and they all come out. It's very simple. Just a way to roll the dice. Once they hit the bottom of this, they'll come out. But because this is tilted, you'd almost have to see it in person. But it's a very simple device. You turn it and the dice come out. Now, these dice are unique dice in the sense that they're regular six-sided dice, but on each die, each of the sides is a different color. So, for example, you can see the 2 on this one is red, the 2 on this one is white. On this one here, the 2 is orange, and on this one here, each one has a different 2, and this one, the 2 is red. So, you will roll one die to start your turn. So here, for example, I've rolled a red 3. I will then use the device to get 5 other numbers, which I'll put in front of me. Now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to line up these dice in a row. So next to this orange 3, I can put a white 3, or I could put the orange 4. In this instance, I'm going to go with the white 3. Next to the white 3, there's no other 3s, but I can put another white 6. Next to that white 6, I can put the white 2. Next to the white 2, I can put the red 2. There's no way I can add in the orange 1, so I would be done. If I had started with the orange 1, orange 4, I wouldn't have been able to complete. So this is the best way to continue. Now, here I'm going to get 5 points. I can stop, or I can roll the die one more time and see what I've gotten. I got a purple 1. I've now lost all my points. If you roll the dice so that none of them work, in this instance you can see that I can't match this 3 orange with anything, then you're out of that round. There's nothing else you can do. If you roll it so that only one die works, I attach the orange 5 and I'm done. You take your 2 points and your turn's over. But if you roll 3, 4, or 5, you can keep rolling and see what happens. And if you do roll 6, you can take the 6th die and start with that one and keep rolling and try to get as many points in your turn as you can. If you ever roll all 6 on one turn, you can immediately take 6 points or cause another player to lose 6 points, and then again, you can keep going or you can stop. So the game is a push your luck one. You put a certain number of chips in the middle pool, depending on the number of players in the game. And you can see the chips here are white and plastic tokens. And once that bank runs out of chips, then you just count the chips, and whoever has the most is the winner. Okay, like I said at the beginning, the gimmick is unnecessary. The chips are unnecessary. All I need are the dice, and I can go play it. Now, you can't play this with any dice because these are specialized dice, each with a different color on different sides, and that's cool in of itself. I love custom, unique dice. These are neat. I've always had the idea of having different colors. Now, if you're colorblind, that's problematic, and so I'm going to have to say this game isn't colorblind friendly. But other than that, it is neat to roll the dice. It's a push your luck, and then see how many points you get. I'll never win this game because I always push my luck as far as I can take it to see how many points I can get. The mechanic itself, though, Now, you know the name of the show is a dice tower. I suppose this is a form of a dice tower. As you move the dice, this forces the die to turn and roll and then fall, which will make it roll again. So it's a good randomizing device. Also, well, it has holes in the bottom, so not a very good cup. But it's an attention grabber. This is definitely a filler game on the light side. I honestly don't think everybody will like this game. I think there's some people will think it's too light. Other people don't like push your luck games, but there is a lot of popular ones out there right now, like zombie dice and things like that. I think this is a good one in that regard, and I actually like this one better because it's fun as for me when I roll the dice to see what lineup I can put them in and the different lineups and which one will work the best and get me the most points. Nothing deep, nothing heavy, but a fun little game. And it's one that when you bring out and you do the little twisting thing, people say, wow, that's a pretty cool thing. And they'll want to play the game because of the gimmick. And it will take 10 minutes or so to play it, but you'll have a good time doing so.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find the latest board game news at Dicetowernews.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Fun Again Games, the world's best game source. Fun Again Games has over 5,000 games available. Check them out at funagain.com.
Hey Tom, the door, go shut it.
There.